So this is our 2010 Cabernet, brand new release. 2010 vintage was interesting one. It was a cool vintage, and people were worried early August that grapes wouldn't even ripen, and there was lots of stripping leaves. There was humidity, fog, mildew, stuff like that. And just by the time when everybody stripped all leaves, we had this freak heat spell. It lasted only a couple of days. And we had 107 degrees. This was August 24, 25, 2010. But what was interesting that it was already over 100 degrees at 10 in the morning. And the humidity was like 5%. So it was like perfect storm for a grape burn. So more grapes burn in 24 hours than I've seen in my whole career here. And we were always careful about not stripping too many leaves, and understanding that in California, unlike Bordeaux or Burgundy, that we have to worry about excessive sunlight. So we've been working very hard on our canopy system, so to shade grapes. We did have some burn, nothing significant. Yet that event put a little twist on the vintage, and I'm in this Cabernet getting some flavors, aromatics that I never experienced before, and I'm certain it's because of that event. So what happened that even some of stems got a little bit burned and brown, and that kind of changed the way grapes were maturing. So we thought that 2010 will yield very mature tannins with low sugar, and we were surprised to find out that there was more bricks, more sugar than we thought, mostly due to this drying of the stems and grapes kind of raining artificially a little bit. So it was kind of just another proof that you never know what's going to hit you each year. But that's why this business is so wonderful, interesting. Every year is something different, and we love different vintages. That it would be too boring if every vintage is the same. So when you look at this wine, it's very dark in color, which is always a sign of good quality. You want those pigments from the skins. They are important not just for color. It is just now proven that those pigments are instrumental in creating beautiful structure and softer tannins. On the nose, wine starts a bit kind of closed, which is always the case with our reds, and so you have to be patient, give it a few swirls. Then the wine exhibits very complex aromatics of blackberries, blackcurrant, but as I said before, there's stuff that I cannot even describe because it's something new to me. And always recognizable nose of forest floor, mushroom, Yantville is always has had these characteristics. This is a blend of 3 different vineyards, but the backbone of this wine is our Yantville vineyard. 25 acres, of which are 53 years old now. So this is our jewel, and we always believe that you make best wines from all these plants, and so we are very happy that this vineyard is thriving and yielding about 3 tons per acre. So it's magnificent to walk into this vineyard and see the health of these ancient plants. This is one of the oldest producing Cabernet blocks in Napa Valley. So I can't stop smelling it. Typically, for me at least, for every sip I take 5 sniffs. It's very enticing, very, very complex, interesting, and I am pretty sure that people will find it very rewarding. On the palate, there's a firm structure. Yet this year tannins are finely grained, which is what you want to do. Once you start with your tannins from the grapes, you want to work them through fermentation and aging, and to create finer grain tannins, almost like if you compare this with sandpaper. There's a sandpaper of fine grain or coarse. You do not want coarse sandpaper, if I can use that as an analogy. It is also now proven that these big molecular tannins kind of create more astringency. So our work in the cellar is to create tannins with smaller molecular weight, which are called finer. Then the result is a wine that when you drink it, it's more supple. So what astringency is more a tactile feeling when you swallow a sip of Cabernet. These tannins, they dry out your buds and you feel a roughness. So a small amount of that is necessary, but too much of that becomes too unpleasant. So this is almost an art, almost like cooking. How do you achieve good structure without too many unpleasant tannins? And this wine, I would say this is one of most approachable and softest Grgich shells, finest grain tannins that I had a chance to experience here. So very impressive wine. I'm very pleased with quality, and again, it's just opening up now. Every year will be a bit different, and can keep improving for at least 30 more years. Cheers.